Hello, gamers. We are back in Digimon World Next Order, Randomized, Part 30. The Reckoning for real this time. But for real this time. Someone's locked themselves inside. You need to find a way to get in. Oh, do I not have it yet? Oh, what is the thing here? I forget. Make sure to check the flame lands while you're there. Which one is the flame lands again? So it's been over 2 weeks since I last played this. Not because I'm not enjoying the game, because I was obsessed with PokéDuel, the Pokemon ROM hack that turns all the monsters to Yu-Gi-Oh, but also just like is a really, really, really good ROM hack, which is crazy. I did not expect that going in. It threw me off. I don't know how to handle it anymore. Flamelands. Okay. All right. So that's way at the end. Yeah, so, yeah, it's been a little bit, so it's not like I don't want to play this game or anything, it's just that I was obsessed with PokéDuel and did like 20 videos in like a week, so I put this in the back burner for a little bit. Ooh, Minervamon. Hey there, you're one of those whatchamacallums. What do you call them again? Ah, never mind. Anyways, I feel like this, I don't know how to say that. Is this Kansai accent maybe? I don't even know if that's what it's going for. I'm gonna give it a southern twang because it feels like it'll fit. Anyways, you're the one taking all requests from us Digimon, ain't you? In that case, how about one for little old me, please, please? I want to send a gift to my buddies, see? Please give this to Dianamon. Dianamon's somewhere in absolute zero, I think. Come back when you're done and tell me how she likes it. Go, go, go. Alright, I'll do that eventually. Ah, go on, I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's been a little bit since I've played, and I'm happy to get back to it. I do really love this game. I want to preface the beginning of this video to just kind of like, I guess, set the mood, so to speak. Get you guys in the mood. I'm kind of sad today. Sorry for the whiplash when it's gotten from that. You know, just anxiety and stuff like that. It happens. It crops up every once in a while. I think I have a lead on this one, and I want to preface this part by saying this video is not a call-out post. This video is not me harassing people who comment on my videos, I promise. But, but, I've gotten a couple, let's call them critical comments this week. And I get those occasionally. It's fine, you know. My channel's gotten bigger. New people to the channel. This thing happens, but I've gotten a couple. I wouldn't say negative. I would say neutral to negative comments. Some of them are just like criticism or feedback. It's fine, and not a lot of positive comments to balance it. It's like some of the comments are fine. It's just I don't know if you ever. I'm sure you've heard people talk about this before, but it's like when you do like online stuff, like whether you're like an influencer, YouTuber, or Twitch streamer, or anything like that. The negative comments stick out a lot more, and they're harder to get out of your brain. It's much easier to just like focus on those and then not think about all the people who are like, "Hey, this rocks, thanks." But I've had a couple different ones. I'm gonna go through what I think is the silliest one first, because this one just happened today. First of all, I want to say this too. I planned to try and finish this game today. Where I was like, I'll do a bunch of recordings. It'll be great. I'm going to have a blasty blast. It'll be a fun time. And then I platinumed Dead Rising. I did not make it the top 50, which is upsetting because I wasn't good enough. Actually, let me talk about that first. I was playing the Dead Rising remake. It's amazing. It's a really good entry to the series if you've never played Dead Rising, because it's just the first game, but with a fuck ton of quality of life, but like keeping the game mechanics intact. So I highly recommend it. And I had a blast with it. I platinumed it in like 3 days. So part of trophy hunting is if I buy a game at launch, so you know, if I'm going through it pretty quickly, or if it's a game I've like played before, I'm like, I'm gonna try and get that. I'm gonna try and get in that top 50. I want to get in the top 50 platinum it first. And I had a chance with Dead Rising. I took some breaks and like I had like a full 2 days of work on Thursday and Friday, so I couldn't like play Thursday and Friday. I couldn't play as much as I wanted to. Is this what I'm looking for? Was this the flame one? Oh, I went to the wrong area. That makes sense. You got fossilized poop. What do you intend? Oh, here we go. Ew. So yeah, I was trying to get the platinum. So Friday night, I had like a chance where I was like, when I checked Friday night, I think only like 20 people had the platinum. So I was like trying to stay up all night, not to get lucky, but to play video games. So I was trying to stay up all night. I stayed up until 5:30 last night, and I was trying to do 7 Days Survivor, which is like one of the most notorious kind of achievements and trophies, which is there's like an infinity mode and you have to last for 7 days in it. Basically your health will slowly go down naturally. You have to find limited spawns of healing items or beat like other enemies and stuff or survivors to get the food. It's a very cool mechanic. In the original, it fucking sucked. It took 14 hours of real time in a row to get the trophy, because that's how long, like, it was like 2 hours, or every day in game was like 2 hours real time. So in the remake, they added an option where you could just skip time. So you can just skip ahead. And that turned it from like a 14-hour slog of an achievement slash trophy into a fun roguelike. Because the survivors and stuff are kind of randomized, and you basically have to try and find the food the best way you can, everything like that. And when you like find enough food and you hold it in your inventory, you just go and like pass time, and then every time you're about to die because you're about to like from hunger, you eat, you go back to full health because you have like all the health boosting like items, and then you just repeat that. And then when you start to run out of food, you go and look for more. So it turns into like more of a roguelike, and it only take like a run will take like a couple hours instead of like several, and it's so much fun. I was having a blast, but I did lose a lot, and it cost me the platinum in the top 50, and I'm kind of upset about it. How the fuck do I say this? Was that the one who's in the Logic Volcano bathroom? Oh, it rang out in the distance. Oh, okay. Great. So yeah, the game was great. I had a lot of fun with the platinum, but I'm a little disappointed that I didn't quite get in the top 50, because I easily had a chance, because I actually perfected the game on the 360, one of the only games on 360 I perfected. And I also have the platinum for the PS4 version. So the fact that I didn't get this stings me a little bit. Anyway, so I got the platinum, and I was like, all right, well, it's around like 2 p.m. I can, I went to sleep for a couple hours. I set an alarm for like 10:30. I went from bed from like 5:30 to 10:30. But I set an alarm to make sure I wouldn't oversleep and like fuck up my sleep schedule. Anyway, so I am like getting ready. Okay, yeah. And I see a comment on one of the PokeDuel videos that says, I didn't mean to keep you in suspense. I was just talking a lot. My throat was drying out. That said, wow, can't believe the description says... and then they quoted me, said, "Hey, don't forget, for $2 a month, you can be, members can watch videos early." By the way, PokeDuel is recorded up to part 20 as of recording, and part 4 is public, so you can watch like 16 videos that aren't public yet. Anyway, so they said, like, I can't believe you wrote that in the description instead of like describing the video, and I'm like, but what? What do you mean describe the video? Like, the title of the video is PokeDuel Part 4. The second gym and rival battle. Like, does that not describe the video? And then, so like, I asked them, I was like, what would I write in the description differently? And they were like, how about describing the ROM hack for people who haven't played it? I'm like, the first sentence in the description is a link to the website for the ROM hack. What do you mean? Like, what? I couldn't give more description. There's an entire website dedicated to it. So I'm just like, I don't, what? What? It's like, what? Why? People just be chatting. I'm like, I don't, like, what do you want me to do about that? Like, I don't understand. Also, I don't think describing videos has been a thing for like over a decade. Like, the description is usually just like, I think sometimes it'll be like one line about something if you don't like, if you like didn't fit it in the title, or like, hey, like, here's what I think of when I think of descriptions. there'll be a timestamp, be like, hey, the audio is weird here, sorry, because of YouTube, sorry, or here's where to find info on a ROM hack and stuff like that. Something that is in my description. And then just stuff like that. And then like the general stuff, like I have to put, I'm required to put at the bottom of my description or in my description, it's like, hey, I work for WB. My views are my own. Lots of other stuff like that, but I'm just like, I don't, like, what else?
Okay.
What else would I don't understand. What do you want from me? Like, what? All right, I upgraded something here. So, like, but I was just like, it just gets in me, because I'm like, the name of it is in the title. Like, even if I didn't link the website, you can just Google it. You just, like, this comes across your feed, and you just kind of look at the video, and you're just like, however am I going to find more info on this? I'm like, even if I didn't link to this website, which I did, then, like, it wouldn't be hard to find. I just, like, why is it on me all of a sudden? I didn't make the ROM. It's like, I'm just showing it off. It's like, come on, what the fuck? Why is this my responsibility all of a sudden? I just think that sometimes I don't understand what people want from me. Trying to be careful. I can't use Digidiamonds for sure. I think this is fine. I might need a god for something else, but I know. I think I need the red. What do I need for the Coliseum again? I need red Digizoids, so I can't spend that. And I need Digidiamonds. So I guess let's just do this one. I mean, I don't need it though. I don't need more time. Advanced Item Shop uses Digi Emeralds and Digi Rubies and Digi Diamonds. Yeah, I can't do that one. I guess I can do this one. So that was actually just today. I got a comment earlier in the week. This one is not like this isn't a comment where I'm like I'm not like upset at the person or anything like that. I'm just sort of like I don't know what you wanted me to do with this information. So just sort of like a weird, like, sometimes people will comment things and I'm like, I can't really, like, it's either too late for me to change this or I don't know what you want me to respond with. So I just feel bad instead. I'm just like, sorry that you had a bad experience. Like, I don't know, like, I can't change it. I'm sorry. But this person was telling me, and they might have caught up to this video by now. If you are, again, this is not a direct attack on you. This isn't anything like that. But it was a comments on the beginning of this series. I think it was for part 2, maybe. But it was when I was doing the voice for Quagamon for the first time. As you guys are aware, all of the bugs in this game talk in caps. So my response is to talk like this, because it's like, I don't know how else to speak in caps. Like, I don't want to yell. I could just, like, scream into the microphone instead, but I think the compromise is, I talk like this, just do, like, a really bassy thing. The comment basically said that they were enjoying the series so far, but when they got to this voice, they were really upset because the voice I was doing really aggravated their tinnitus. And I'm like, you know, I should think about the viewer's experience when watching. I don't want to quote it out of context. I don't have it in front of me, but it's basically something where it's like, I should be more considerate, but not quite in like a, hey, could you maybe perhaps consider this? But it was more like, did you even think about this kind of? It's like about the tone, really. It wasn't like a, hey, just wanted to mention that this was kind of uncomfortable, stuff like that. Like, I get that, what I would get, and I would still feel bad, but I would be like, okay, I can think about that in the future. But this one was sort of like, you know, it really hurt me, and I don't know, and, you know, so you should stop doing it or something. I'm like, I'm on part 30. Like, I think I've talked to every bug in the game already and done that same voice. I can't change it. It's like, and I'm sorry. I don't, they specifically talked about me peaking the microphone, which I'm like, I do understand that I peak the microphone when I do that. I do try to make a habit of not peaking the microphone or lowering the volume when I do. So like it doesn't do that. I might have missed that one, so I do apologize, but I'm just sort of like, so like, you know, it might have been a valid concern. I just think of it as a goofy voice, but if that truly does bother like multiple people, then I'm obviously going to stop. I'm not doing it like purposely to annoy people. I'm doing it because the game wrote it that way. Like, the other option again is just me shouting into my microphone. So that was a couple days ago. I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this. So, and then there's another comment. This is a more recent one, and this is one that I think I want to potentially clear any confusion about if it's a thing. So this was someone on part 25. So they watched the entire series so far. Because I think 25 or 20 at the time of when they were writing, I think 25 was the most recent public one. And they were basically saying the gist of it was that I keep bitching and moaning about how bad the story is in this game, and that I should shut the fuck up. And because I'm talking about how repetitive the story is, but then what's also repetitive is me talking about the story. Like, I don't know what to, like, I'm sorry if I gave the wrong impression. It sounded, and this could be my interpretation, it could be wrong. It sounded like someone misinterpreted me talking about the story and saying, like, this doesn't make sense, or why would they do this, or like, come on guys, wrap it the fuck up. As me saying I don't like the story. That's not true. I do like the story in this game. I think it's probably the second best Digimon story. Not Digimon's story, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I think Hacker's Memory is the best story in the series. But I think this is pretty up there. But I have played through this game like 4 or 5 times to completion. Like, and I'm doing a YouTube series, and it's specifically a randomizer where it's like the dialogue doesn't matter because the dialogue's not randomized. None of that is randomized. So I don't like. I'm just my whole point is I'm trying to get through it, but I also can't like tell a story over dialogue. Like, I can't just, like, riff and be like, oh, man, so I was playing this game, like, while the dialogue is going. Like, I read the dialogue. Or, like, I let it play. And I react to it. Because this is a YouTube video. Like, I react to what's on screen, or if there's not really anything interesting on screen, then, you know, I make up my own shit. Oh, shit. No, it's Thursday. Okay. It's like, XV1 reminded me that I have to, like, pay attention for when Magnamon is going to be here. But I'm just like, here's the thing. The reason why I still play a lot of the story bits and don't just like skip right through them is that in the past, when I've skipped through the story, people have left comments saying, I wish you hadn't skipped the story. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's a randomizer. Who cares? But they're like, no, don't skip through it. I'm like, fuck it. Fine. All right. So there's no winning. God damn it. So when I react to the story, it's because I'm like, some of it is like eye rolling or clearly not, you know, not really top tier writing or anything like that. It's just sort of like a lot of just like, well, I know you tried to destroy the digital world, but come on and join us, man. It's fine. It's like, no, show him a pay for his crimes. It's like, let him have more of a redemption arc then. Hey, we fought Inframon. Am I redeemed now? Also, like the weird self-insert of he's just like, my partner is Omnimon. I'm like, okay, man, cool. Like, I can poke fun at it because I fucking love this game. I don't know if I've communicated that. This is my favorite Digimon game. And you're allowed to criticize what you love. Like, so I'm sorry if I've been whiny about it. That is not my intention. My intention is to whine about things that happen to me, not to the game. But also, that's just how I do YouTube videos. Like, I just talk about things, and like sometimes I bitch and moan. Sometimes I have to record videos, and I might be in a bad mood, and I just got to do the video anyway. Like, I'm running out of time. I gotta appease the shareholders. So I apologize if I get annoying when I whine and stuff like that. It's not my intention. Sometimes I'm just talking. I don't know what to tell you. So it's just kind of like a couple kind of critical comments, like I said. I'm just like, I don't, you know, guys, this is a hobby that like I would love if the hobby turned into a full-time job, but it is a hobby. I'm like, come on, like, please. I'm just a guy. I'm just in front of a microphone playing a video game and talking for an hour straight. I'm sorry if I repeat the same points about the story. I don't always record them in a row, so if I don't, sometimes I just forget I brought it up the first time. Sometimes I just don't have a lot to talk about, so I have to react to the story. There's plenty of reasons, but I'm like, it's not just like, I don't want to be the kind of YouTuber who's just like, this fucking sucks. I hate this. I don't want to sound like that. But like, sometimes it's justified, right? I don't think I'm crazy. I'm allowed to poke holes in the. I checked. I checked with Toei and with Bandai. They said I'm allowed to poke holes in this in the story. They gave me written permission. But yeah, I don't want that to become the whole video. So just been a couple critical comments. The sky in the great state of Massachusetts has been pretty gray for like a couple days now. Work is busy. I didn't get the top 50 platinums. I'm just tired, guys. I'm just not having a great day. So I do come to these videos specifically with Digimon is my therapy. I don't know if you guys knew that. I just talk for an hour straight, get my problems out, air out my grievances, and then I feel better for it. So thank you for taking part in that, and I hope I'm at least making it entertaining and not just like miserable. And if it is miserable, I would hope I could change that before it gets more miserable. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on this week. I just, just as a couple things. I've gotten a couple comments about this. I've already talked about it in the series. I'm not going to talk about it again, like at length. But is it so weird to say you can watch videos early for $2 a month? People sometimes comment about it like with such disdain, or just like they're so angry about it. I'm like, is it so crazy to be like, if you want to see videos early, you can make it so that I didn't work for free? Is that crazy? It's $2. Have you seen the economy? What else can you buy with $2? Nothing. You can buy half of a fucking Happy Meal with $2. Like, what? It's so little. I don't understand. This, by the way, if you're not paying, it's totally fine. I'm not saying like, wow, I can't believe every single person isn't paying. No. But I mean, like, to complain about it. I'm just like, what? They're not even locked behind members forever. Like, I release them every week. It's just temporary. It's starting to build on. It's starting to get me, guys. If you hadn't figured it out, I'm getting annoyed by it. Like, I don't think that's like me being like privileged or like insulting. I'm just like, what? Like, what else could I do? Like, what's the alternative? A lot of people offering criticisms and not a lot of solutions with the membership stuff. I'm like, come on, guys. That's why I periodically check in with the members. I'm like, do you feel like you're being ripped off? Like, am I doing enough? Like, is this fine? Like, I really take it seriously. So like, when I get people who are just like, ugh, money, just like, then I don't know what do I respond to that with? Like, sorry. It's just like, I don't like. There's a certain level of psychic damage that you take when you see a comment like this, and it's a push notification that goes to your phone. Like, I get YouTube comments on my phone, so I'll just be minding my own business and someone will say like, wow, can't believe they wrote just want the money in the description. I'm like, man, I'm just eating lunch. Like, what? Why are you coming after me for this? What the fuck did I do? It's yeah, I should just break my phone in half. That would solve a lot of this. We don't need to fight. What's going on? What's the slate of prophecy? Okay. I'm spitting on my pop filter on my microphone a little bit. Whoops. Turns out that if you talk with your mouth hanging out, that there may be some spillage. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I would like to be the kind of person who can see a comment that I don't really agree with, or that or that bothers me, and just kind of like shake it off, man. Just be like, easy breezy, it doesn't matter, or just just take the criticism and roll with it. But I'm like, sometimes it's I'm human. It's, if I'm having a bad day and I get bad comments, sometimes it's a little stickier. I wish it wasn't. I wish I was better, but it's a practiced skill. I'm not quite there yet. I will be, and I get a little better with it as time goes on, especially when I can just vent about it. But I'm like, fuck, man, come on. Can you like? I'm just a person. I'm just a little guy. I'm not just a little guy. I have a YouTube channel. It's public. This is part of the thing that goes with it. I just feel like, a lot of people will write like accusations at me. And I'm like, you can just ask. Like, it's just ask a question. Like, hey, I saw this. Is this because of this, or are you doing this? Like, you can just ask. I'll answer you. It's fine. Like, I see every single comment. It's just like, sometimes people just either write a wall of text at me or just like accuse me of something. Like, I'm just trying to like do some shady shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have 7,400 subs. I'm not. I don't. It's not like I have like millions of viewers. Like, it's not. I don't. Come on, I haven't earned it yet. So anyway, feel free to write positive comments to lift my spirits, or just to like balance it out, please. Thank you. I'm so frail. I need positive reinforcement.
There's impossible to tell. Look at it, let's just implement those. I can't put it up to the top. This time for us, let's do this because data, there's like this, that's the biggest, that's it, let's do this.
My throat is so dry. I'm also doing a bad job of drinking water lately. So I gotta take more purposeful sips. Slate of Prophecy, the king. Alrighty. Goonie Wastelands, okay. I should probably go back first. Do my dailies. What else? I feel like I had something else. I don't remember anymore. My brain is mush. I had so few sleep last night. I was fantasizing in my head today, or yesterday I should say, like about midday, where I was like, man, this weekend I'm gonna be so productive. I'm gonna try and zero down and finish all 3 of these games. I'm like, I'm gonna like wake up at like a reasonable time, get ready, treat it like a work day, where I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna record videos today. I'm gonna get through them. I'll stop if I'm like not feeling it or anything like that, but like I'm gonna try and make as much progress as I can. Upload so many videos for like the members. I'm gonna be so ahead, so like the schedule is like all set and everything like that. And then I started at 6 p.m. because I was just so tired and so like frazzled. It's just, you know, shit happens, as we learned from this quest with the Sukamon. Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just, you know, just having a bad week. But thank you for putting up with me, in all seriousness. Thank you for watching this far. Thank you for letting me rant about it. Again, not calling anyone out, except maybe the person who wrote the Pokédeal comment. I think I am calling them out. But only them. It's just like, come on, man, just Google it. I don't know. Like, or just like look in the fucking description. Like, you would have had to read like the description saying, here's the website for all things for the ROM hack, before you get to the line that says $2 a month for members. Like, you had to read past it. What do you mean? Like, how could you possibly accuse me of this? It's like, I'm just, you know, it's fine. Anyway, talk more about Digimon stuff. I am, I think, like 8 episodes away from finishing Adventure 2020. I've been chipping away at it, usually watching like 1 or 2 episodes a day, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. I'm really, really liking it. I think I've watched enough of this series now to make a proper verdict, which is to say, I think everyone who called it the Tai Chi show, I've talked about this before already too, is like just didn't understand the marketing or what they wanted the show to be. But I also think, again, there's probably a bit of like, if you watch this week to week, it was probably a different experience. We can do it absolute 0. Try and go find Dianamon. But I'm really, really enjoying it. It's basically, I want to say, since the Dun Devimon episode, there have been so many like classic Digimon episodes. So many of just like, okay, one or all or a few of the Digidestin stumbled into this Digimon who's having a problem, and then they go to solve it, and they have to fight another Digimon to solve the problem. And hijinks sometimes ensue, or sometimes like different things. I'm just like, it's all been good. Like, I don't understand. I was fully going into it expecting where it's like, oh, there might be some that are good, there might be some that are bad. I've heard that like it's really heavy on Taichi, like he's always the one who's like winning all the battles and everything, and nobody else gets the spotlight. And like, some of that is true. I'm not going to dismiss it completely. Like, I think it is weird where it's like the plot for the like last like 4 episodes I've watched, Taichi has appeared in every single one, and he has not been needed in a single one. Like, it's all like he's just like roaming the world searching for his crest, which is just a plot excuse to like make him like be able to go and get himself involved in everyone else's plots. But that dude is not fighting like at all. Like, Taichi's not doing shit in these episodes. He'll like help out like supporting characters. Like the most you'll get is like Greymon or Metal Greymon will be helping out in the background. But the plot 100% focuses on like whoever the like focus of the episode is. Like there was an episode with Matt where he was like fighting a ghost Zanbamon, and like Ty didn't do anything other than like help distract Zanbamon like halfway through the episode, and then Matt soloed him. Spoilers. And then there was one where Joe went and like had a whole episode about the hot springs, and Taichi like briefly appeared, but he was just like helped in the planning process and didn't really do anything. It was still Joe's show. And they all go like that every single time. Like he'll appear, but he'll just like basically just be there. He won't do anything. So just like I found the complaints to be a little unfounded. Like I've never felt like the way people described it to me. They described it as if like, okay, this is gonna be the first episode where we get Metal Garurumon, and then like you'll get Metal Garurumon, and then somehow Taichi and Agumon will still beat the big bad. That's how it was like described to me. I'm like, that has not happened once. Like at most, there have been episodes where I think like 1 or 2 episodes where someone gets like their ultimate for the first time, and Taichi like helps fight with Metal Greymon, but like ultimately whoever like the episode of the week was for, they ended up winning. Like they were the one who dealt the final blow or whatever. There's an entire episode where a Digimon who does not have a tamer, because I don't want to spoil it, it's a really good episode, but a Digimon without a tamer is an ultimate Digimon and fights a Mega Digimon and wins without any help from Taichi and Agumon. They're literally just there watching. Like I'm like, I don't understand why people are so mad about this. It doesn't make sense to me. But the other thing I want to say is I really, really like how good everyone's character is. Like, I think when I watched the original Digimon Adventure, like season 1, I was like, for nostalgia reasons, I think I like all the characters. I don't like hate anyone. I think at times Mimi was a little annoying in the original series, but like I was never like, man, fuck Mimi, I hate these episodes, like all that. But I was just like, but I think in Adventure 2020, I think I like every single character. Like anyone who I thought was annoying or didn't really do anything has like had plenty of spotlight, and it's been good spotlight. So I kind of feel like if you didn't like Adventure 2020 the first time you watched it, or if you watched it when it was like coming out, I think you should give it another shot. You might be pleasantly surprised. Because I've been really, really liking it. I think the only thing I'll say is that while I did like it, the beginning of the series, I want to say roughly until like episode 30, it's all action. It's just like, we got to get here to do this because there's a threat, and we got to do this and this and this and that. And like, so I can understand people kind of checking out at a certain point, but like they were building to certain things, and they did meet, like it was successful, I think. But I understand if it's just like you miss the slice of life stuff. Guess what? The slice of life stuff does come back in a huge way. The funny thing is, I've heard this criticism about Ghost Game. Whereas Ghost Game, every single episode is like a one-off effectively. Like there is a plot going through the series, but it's like so paper thin. I'm curious if I'll like it for that, because I'd like that that's what's happening with Adventure 2020. Like the plot is moving along, but it's been moving pretty slow in the back half, but I like don't mind it. Because I'm just like, these episodes are good enough where I don't give a shit about the main plot. I know we'll get there eventually. I guess the other problem with Ghost Game is I think it didn't really resolve well for the main plot. It just sort of happened. Well, look what we have here. A human. Don't act so friendly. Did you need something from me? A present from Minervamon. It's box design. There's no doubt about where it came from. Now let's see what's inside. Huh? Thanks for bringing this, Nick. Are you going to see Minervamon again? You see, I want to give you something in return, but unfortunately I don't have anything on me. Did you deliver a handwritten letter for me instead? Please make sure Minervamon reads it with your own eyes, okay? Oh my god, they were roommates. Is there anything else in this area? Are there any like materials or anything back here? I don't think so. No. I'll probably just leave. Oh, I didn't leave, wait. Yeah, what else? What games have I been playing? Oh shit, I don't think I even talked about this. I started playing Astrobot. I wasn't going to buy Astrobot. Oh my god, please. I want to leave. I don't want to be here anymore. I think I'm running in circles. I did not plan to buy Astrobot at launch, but I heard it was getting really good reviews, and people were saying it's like finally like a return to like 3D platformers and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I really like 3D platformers. I'm a big fan of like Ratchet & Clank, Sly, Jak and Daxter, all of them. So I'm like, I'll pick it up. I think it would be oh, it's the talking Greymon. Weird. I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. And I played it, and honestly, I heard some people memeing where it's like Astrobot is like game of the year. But really though, it's a contender. I unironically think Astrobot could be a game of the year for me. I don't know if it will be. I'd have to, because this year's been stacked. We've had a couple good years in a row for games. It's never been a better time to play modern games, and I'm super fucking stoked for that. But yeah, I think it's pretty up there. It was just like really, the mechanics are really tight, the physics are really good. It was just such a nice game. Like the level design is so fucking good. It was like every single level felt unique and different, and I was like, this kind of fucking rules. So I really, really recommend it. If you're a big fan of like the Ratchet & Clank games specifically, or like Mario, Odyssey, 64, Sunshine, or Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, any of those, definitely pick up Astrobot. It is delightful. And it's also pretty beefy. I platinumed it in like 2 days, but it was like, the platinum took me like, I don't know, like 14, 15, 16 hours. It's like, that's solid for a full-length game. That's fine. I forgot to do this. It's just like, I don't know, like, it kind of came and surprised me. The next game that I'm like really hyped for that's coming out is, what's the full name of it again? Metaphor ReFantazio, I think. It's supposed to be a new game from Atlas that's supposed to be like kind of like Persona, but in a different setting that's not a high school. And also, I think there might be different, I don't know if it's the same monsters as Persona. I know that usually Atlas does that. Like Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor, and Persona all have the same monsters, but I could be wrong about that. But that's the next one I'm stoked for. I know the new Dragon Ball game is going to be pretty good for a lot of people. I know a lot of people specifically in my Discord are hyped about it, but I'm like a casual Dragon Ball fan, and I've never played any of the Budokai games, so I don't really have nostalgia for anything. I think I will pick it up, but I don't think I'll pick it up at launch, especially not if it's launching on the same day as Metaphor ReFantazio. So, but I'll play it down the road. It seems cool. What else? Oh, I think I'm gonna go back to Resident Evil 4 tonight. I've been jonesing to play it. I platinumed the PS5 version at launch earlier in 2023. And so I have the PS4 version, which is a separate platinum. And I think I'm gonna, I think my plan is to just start digging into that and just like go for it again. It's been like a year and a half since I played it, which I think is enough time for me to be like, yeah, you know what, I want to replay it. Sorry, I'm getting so many fucking texts right now in my pocket. Is everything okay? Okay. I can respond to that after. But yeah, it's been I'm excited. The other thing is I went back to Persona 3. I was like, how many parts I played a good bit of Persona 3 Portable, the like PS4 version, not the Reload. Persona the portable version, because I wanted to play the original before I played Reload to like refresh myself on it. And it's good, but like I went back to it and I was like in Tartarus, like trying to progress in the floors. I was on floor like 130 or something like that. And I think it was in like September like 20th or like 19th or something, which is like a couple days away from like what it is now. So I was like, oh shit, it's perfect. But I was like, I picked it up knowing I wasn't going to play it for very long. I basically picked it up between like the one day between Astrobot and Dead Rising. So I want to give that more of a shot because I do have kind of a craving to play like another like turn-based RPG. I had a lot of fun with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth earlier this year, so I'm just like, oh hell yeah, dude. I want to play more, but I'm like, should I just wait? Because like Metaphor ReFantazio is supposed to do that, so I'm like, do I not? I don't like want to burn myself out, so I'm gonna try and mess around with some other games instead. Salty Fruit Gatherings. Just go to the beginning of this video. But yeah, Just not feeling great today. It sucks too, because I really did want to like push through and like maybe finish this game, because I'm enjoying it a lot. But also, simultaneously, I don't want to finish this game because it's been so much fun to play. But also, the longer a video series go, the worse the views get just from like natural attrition. So I just like don't I don't want to. It's like there's a certain point where it gets bad for the channel, and we're not there yet. Like I'll finish it before we get to that point. But I'm like, am I milking it too much? I don't think so. But also like I like it too much. I don't want to finish. Right, O'Gunial Wasteland. That's right. Oh wait, hold on. I don't want to do that. I want to talk to Biomon. I am short on autopilots. Okay, there we go. Cool. But what else been up to? Oh, I guess I haven't talked about this at all. Was it? I think it was last week. No, 2 weeks ago now. I went to Washington D.C. and I saw Bruce Springsteen live in concert. Not normally my jam. It was also my first concert I've ever been to. But I'll talk about more about this after this juicy story development. If I can talk to you, please. Hello? You were just watching me, I guess? Oh, I see. What? Are you the one who saved the land? Forgive me, but I cannot let you pass. I love that laugh. Whee! One sec. Corellis the Venomous? You disgust me. I like how this is his version of playing dirty. Was he supposed to have like a pirate accent? I can't really do that with my tongue out like that. Maybe I can. Oh wait, where'd the gold Yardsmon go? Why is there only one Digimon here? And it's Pidomon. So was I only just fighting one gold Guardsmon in this fight normally, or did they just like fall off the side of the cliff? What happened to them? That's so weird. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. I'm trying in my head to like force myself to remember. I'm like, I need to pay attention for the next day for when Magnamon comes, which means I can't end this video even if it's because I like will forget. It appears I have been slain. Corellis, fight in my stead. If you cannot, I shall destroy this public toilet and you with it. We are done for. We are as useless as we were before the contract was signed. I shall unleash the gigawatt laser, destroy both the toilet and you. You just wipe me. Thanks, Garger Bros. Corellis has escaped. Forgive me. This is what I should have done to begin with. In the Palace of Thorns awaits Scafelt, protector of its toilets, and a most hardy warrior. The noblest of sorts, really, who even came here to negotiate with Corellis. Apparently, Scafelt even secretly allowed some of the younger Digimon to use the palace's toilet. If you introduce yourselves, you may be graced with the noble's presence. Farewell. Cool. Halfway there. You're done with the Guts Wasteland bathroom. Thanks for your help with the Guardians. I believe you're aware that there are 2 bathrooms in the Wastelands. The one in Palace Thorns is your next destination. I actually didn't remember that off the top of my head. Should I do the Dimensional District before I progress? I do need those materials. I really do want to, at least before this playthrough is over, I want to upgrade the Coliseum so I can get all those items. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. This feels like padding. I could do this off screen, but if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I just don't have it in me. I'm going to Dimension T. I think that was Am. Yeah, okay. I could pull up the maps again. I still think I have the tabs open, but I'm going to just wander around. I think I mostly have these maps memorized from like muscle memory, but I could be wrong on that. I'm used to placing where like the mini boss is, and that's how I like help orient myself, but that doesn't always work. What else? Oh, so I said I wanted to finish 3 games earlier, and I didn't mention which ones. I feel like pretty close to the end of Digimon Forbidden Memories 2. So I want to try and wrap that up, but I don't know. I don't know when I'll have the time. That one's kind of annoying because I have to hold up my phone to translate all the dialogue. I don't have to, but I'd like to know what's going on. So it's not as it's a little bit more intrusive. It doesn't sound like it's that much work, but it's like having to like hold your phone in place for like multiple like 10 seconds sometimes, like to like figure out what's the every single line of dialogue says. Can get a little grating, can get a little annoying, but you know, if I'm gonna be a YouTuber, I gotta show up. Why are only one of you here? Where are the rest of the Royal Knights? I've never seen this. Have you come to see me? You won't regret it, probably. You got Stamina Chip 1. Oh, neat. Thanks. But here's the real reason I came here. Give me those Digidiamonds. Oh, 3. I'll take that. That's not bad. I think I should have paid more attention to the weekends so I could like convert the some of my excess materials into Digidiamonds, but that's kind of... that ship has sailed. Brother. But yeah, I'm really... it's as much as I'm bitching and moaning and as like, you know, not feeling great I am today, I am kind of enjoying video games again, which is nice. I know how stupid that sounds. So much of this playthrough has been me saying like, man, I can't find anything to play, and I'm like finally feel like I've like found games to play again. And it feels nice. It's fun to participate in my hobby again. As silly as that sounds, it's nice to just like enjoy video games again. Not that I stopped enjoying them, but I was just like having such a hard time getting into something. So it's I feel good. Or I did. And then, you know. But I think I'm in a good spot with it. So I don't know, I've just got so many games in my backlog. I feel like I'm just not playing them enough. There's like, I feel like as soon as I make something like an obligation, I start feeling like way shittier about it, which is a surprise to exactly no one. Like anyone with half a brain can tell you, like, you know, that makes sense. But I just mean like specifically like you know, even with like videos sometimes, where I'll just be like, I have to get these videos out because, you know, I need to have a certain number of members, or like, oh, you know, if I want to make sure that I keep like the schedule the same, I have to make sure I record X video for before next week or something like that. It does, you know, sometimes I'm into it and sometimes I'm like, ugh, all right. Like if the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Cats Monster Call It Scene video I did, I think it was part 17, I lost badly for like an hour and a half. It's spoilers. And I'm like, I need to do that fight again, or I need to like grind off screen to try and like be better in that for that fight. But I'm also just like, I don't want to do any of that. Like, I don't want to go into like lose. I've hit a wall, but like it's a weekly series, so how do I reconcile with that? And I'm like, I don't know. Probably record it eventually. Just I don't want to think about it. I feel like that's when I'm like most susceptible to kind of feeling like I'm not doing a great job YouTube wise, where I'm just like, you know, it's already feeling like a lot of work, and then sometimes I get some comments and I'm just like, you know, who cares? Like, why do I even do this? Not forever. Like, I'm not like, that doesn't stick in my head. I'm never really just like, oh my god, this sucks so much, I should stop doing this all. Like, never hits that point. I think I've only hit that point once or twice where I've been like, should I just like retire from YouTube? Like, just stop doing a channel? I haven't felt that way in a long time. Even my worst days, I'm not just like, throw it all away. I'm like, no, it's just, it'll pass. But I think I meant to explain this earlier, but I don't think I articulated it correctly. I talked about this before with like leaving positive comments, stuff like that. Because like, I think, and I do this too as a viewer, I think I just sort of assume that because I watched it, that the person is like, oh, then they must enjoy it. And like I do, but hold on. Hey, did you give Dynamon what I asked you to? I wonder if she liked it. Convey Dynamon's response. Huh? No reaction whatsoever. That's weird. I put Dynamon's favorite thing in there. Huh? You got a letter. Let's see here. Dearest, verily, forsooth, what's all this old-timey speech? I can't read it at all. Man, what the heck is this? Hey, can I ask you one more favor? Come back again and tell me what she says. I love fetch quests. They're so good. This is a DLC quest, by the way. Or not DLC. Or yeah, DLC. Like this wasn't in the original game. Really, they really went hard on the game design here. I can't believe I have to go back halfway through the fucking Absolute Zero thing. Anyway, I don't think I properly articulated this, but I'm just like, I get most enthused about recording YouTube videos if I get like comments or like, this rocks, can't wait to watch more, or just like people reacting to like something I said in the video and just being like, ha, or just like, oh, any reaction really. Especially with timestamps, because I record so many videos that if you just like say like, haha, yeah, you were right about the toilet thing, I'm like, what the fuck is the toilet thing? What are they talking about? Like, what did you just fucking say to me? Like, because like I don't remember. So like either you can use complete sentences as our English has taught us. I do have an English degree, or almost have an English degree, so I can I think maybe I just respond better to that. So just be like, hey, you were talking about how toilets are like this. Well, I just want to say I agree with you and this and that. Like, just, complete sentences. You repeat the question as you answer it, or the statement as you answer it, or just timestamps so I can just see what the fuck I was saying, because I just like so much of it's out of context to me. I don't know what you're saying. I do too much. Anyway, I don't think that negative comments or neutral or critical comments like make me less likely to record videos. I think they can make me less enthused in general. But like, it's not, I'm not gonna like read a bad comment and be like, you know what, fuck it, I don't even want to record today. Like, I won't do that. But the opposite is true, where if I get like a bunch of good comments, especially on like one specific series, like I've been getting a lot on PokeDuel, where it's like people are being like, please record more, this is really good, and oh, this and that, and just like, and like I see those comments and I'm like, oh fuck, I should do more PokeDuel. It's just like, so like, while negative comments don't like completely stop me from recording, I don't go into it quite as enthused, but like positive comments, that shit gets me going. Like, I see enough of those and I'm like, oh fuck, man, I gotta go back and record that. People want to see it. Like, so I know it sounds redundant, and I know it's YouTube, and I know I've repeated it. I know you've heard it from every other person on YouTube, but like, those likes, those comments, those subscriptions, they've got weight. Like, they encourage the YouTuber. Like, that's why I went so hard in the beginning of the series, because this series was fucking popping off, and I was having a ton of fun. We're kind of winding down because we're getting towards the end of the series, so like, the gameplay aspect isn't really carrying me as far as it was. Not to say it's not carrying me. I still love this game, but it's not quite doing as much. But like, the comments have slowed, the likes have slowed, the views have slowed. It's hard for me to keep steam with this. I like assume people want to see more of this, but how am I supposed to know? Welcome back, human. So how did it go? Oh, so that's how it is, huh? What's this? Another present? Guess I'd better take it. Another one of these, huh? Thanks again. This time I have something ready to go. Please take this back with you. Oh my god. Make sure you see how much Minervaramon enjoys it.
Ready?
Just fuck already. Like, why am I the go-between? Just send an email. Why am I a courier for this? I mentioned before, I don't think Minervaramon and Dianamon were in the original version of the game. That's why they have like a slapped-on quest like this. I don't know how much Digidiamond I have. Did I magically get 20 when I wasn't paying attention? anymore. I'm so close. I'll definitely have to do the dimensional dungeon tomorrow. Okay. Could try and go find another Numon, but I feel like the day's about to be over anyway. I guess I'll just finish this off. Just to be done with it. Flying so much. Bam, bam, bam. So yeah, as we wind this video down, I think I'm just gonna record another part so I don't forget to do the Magnemon thing because I'm so annoyed. I don't want to do it. The days in game, especially when I'm recording, last a while. So I'm like, I don't want to accidentally forget because that'll set me back so far if I do. There's like multiple Digimon I need to recruit that are locked behind this. Oh, you're back. Sorry for all the errands. I bet Dynamon was happy as a clam this time. Oh, still nothing? Did you get anything in return? Ah, yeah, look at this lame packaging. This room's Dynamon, alright. Let's take a look inside. Say what? What's this, water? I'm soaked to the bone here. Grr. Now I'm pissed. Dynamon, you jerk.
Ready?
Why? Why? Where does the hinterland take me now that I think about it? No, that works. I think I'm one screen away. Actually, that was pretty convenient. I didn't realize Absolute Zero had a hinterland, or I had like forgotten about it, I think. But, or I thought it would like take you to the beginning of the maze. This is pretty convenient, actually. Oh, fuck, God, I forgot to hit the fucking A button. Oh, that reminds me of Dead Rising, the get like 53,000 kills achievement trophy thing is still in the game, and the best way to do it is still to like drive around in the maintenance tunnels below the mall. This means nothing, you haven't played Dead Rising, that's fine. But one thing they changed with the remake, and it must have been for like a reason, but the one thing they changed is you can't just like drive through an area to go to a different area anymore. You have to like press A. So at least once I just drove full on into an invisible wall and blew up my car in the game. I was like, come on, no. That was so funny. The cool thing about Dead Rising is now there's autosave, so if you fuck up or the game crashes, you can just instantly load from like the last time you entered a new area, which is so nice. Very, very nice. Rah, Dynamon! Ma, you didn't waste any time getting over here, did you? What the heck was that water about? Water? Oh, right. I carved you an ice sculpture. I thought you'd like it. But yes, I guess it'd melt if you took it to Logical Volcano. There it is. That dang tricky nature is yours. I bet you used all those highfalutin words in that letter to embarrass me. You sent me that gift in the first place, didn't you? Say what? I sent your favorite Jaguar potatoes. You once ate so many steamed potatoes you almost passed out, right? Don't say that. That was just an accident. Then I sent those cob fruit you love so much. Remember the time you ate so much you sold the cob you got sick? Shut up already! Enough of the fair maiden act. I know you want people to think you're cool. Or, hold on. Enough with the fair maiden act. I know you want people to think you're cool and all. To think such a blockhead with the Olympus 12. I simply cannot take it. You're just an ingrate, Dynamon. Between the two of us, I'm the one that's got my act more together. I should not say anything. So come on now. Friends shouldn't fight. I don't get what's going on, but I'm sorry. So can I go, or... Hush up, you. Don't tell me you're taking Minervamon's side. We'll shut up that mouth of yours and those eyes by force. So we'll have you forget everything you've seen here. The girls are fighting. Magnagmon and Gaiaumon. Sorry, Samu Draymon. My mistake. Oh, just like 2 seconds in the fight? That doesn't feel fair. Can I referee, please? Can I file a complaint? All right, I was gonna say I need you guys to. Oh my god, you fucking would. No, get his ass. Will-O-Wisp Slash. That guarantees a burn, and apparently doesn't attack too. I love activating the special move as they do their special move. It's so fun. I love that they just completely bounce it off. I think you can handle them on your own. I don't think I need to bother using a remedy disc here. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, we give up. Or no, that was, what do we give up? I keep getting them confused. What in the world are we doing? Before I knew it, we came at full force. That's right, we combined forces to take them on. Man, all the blood went straight to my head. Same here. You're a tough one, Nick. Forgive us, human. You had nothing to do with all this, and yet we got you caught up in our affairs. But still, it was kind of fun, wasn't it? It was a great workout at any rate. Indeed, hostility makes free time unbearable, and you cannot enjoy such levity. Don't you agree, Minervamon? Ah, yeah, I guess you're right. Idle hands are the Devimon's playthings. That's funny. Actually, I have an idea. Oh, I know. You want to head over to Floatia, right? Indeed, it seems quite fun, as you would say. All right, then. Let's do it. How honest. I guess one of Minervamon's good points. Oh, feel free to forget all that stuff about my favorite foods, okay?
Okay, gather up.
All right. Here's what we're going to do here.
Got a second?
I'm back. I have good news. Minervamon has come back to Floatia. She took a look around the city and seemed to enjoy the Colosseum in particular. She's probably with Dianamon now. Dianamon's coming to Floatia. She took a look around the city and seems to enjoy the Colosseum in particular. She's probably with Minervamon now. That's a little lazy. All right. Let me fly to the server desert, actually, because I'm gonna fucking forget. I don't want to forget. Just in case I don't record the next video immediately after this. All right. Well, I think that's the end of part 30. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this. I try not to record when I'm not in a good mood, but sometimes I need to record to be in a better mood. I don't know. I'm sorry for this strange paradox that I've created here. And again, to the people, or to the two people specifically, the one who wrote about me trashing the game, I apologize if I was too negative. Genuinely, I don't hate this story. It just, like I said, it's just it's a randomizer. I've played through it multiple times. I've seen it. I just it was at the end of a video, and the cutscene went for 20 minutes, and I'm just I'm doing a YouTube video. If I was just playing the game normally, I could just read it and go along, but I have to commentate. I can't just be silent for 20 minutes. I have to say something. So I have to make content. I'm sorry, but I apologize if I came overly negative. I don't want to be. I don't want that to be the impression. And for the person if you make it this far, congratulations, because that was on part 2. So if you made it all the way to part 30, I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I'm sorry if more of the voices upset you. But there's only so much I can do. I appreciate the feedback that it's not a good voice, but it's also not really supposed to be. It's supposed to be annoying on purpose because I'm emulating the way the game writes. But if that does genuinely bother people, then I don't want to do that. My goal isn't here to what's the worst sounding crackly audio I can make. I tried to make the audio pretty good, so I'm sorry if that fucked it up. So the person who wrote and told me to write more things in the description, you can eat my entire ass. How about that? I am coming after you. Fuck you. Fuck your entire comment. What a stupid fucking comment to make. Could you describe the video in the comment? I'm I wrote in the title, second gym battle and rival battle, and then the first line in the description is where to find the ROM hack. I know I've repeated this in this video multiple times. I'm still fucking thinking about it. It's so stupid, and it riled me up so much. Anyway, thank you guys for letting me vent. I always appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoy the video, and even though I do feel better after recording this, and I do, so thank you for letting me vent. Those comments, they go a long way. I try to and acknowledge every comment that I see. I try to reply to them when I can, but I do appreciate them, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. It's really nice to see people to see this thing I've been doing for 12 and a half years, and see people still enjoying it, and seeing new people enjoy it and stuff like that too. So I don't take you for granted at all. So a big thanks. And if I see that this video gets more likes than the last video, then I know that you guys care. And if I see you get more comments, or you start leaving more comments in general, I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you. Genuinely, it does really boost my mood every time I see one. So Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.